Adrian, please read the first example.
Oh, I got you. State Bank pays 6% interest compounded quarterly on a regular savings account. Martha deposit $3,000 for 2 years. She made no other deposit or withdrawal. How much interest did Martha earn during 2 years? Note the compound interest amount of $1 table on page 811 to solve this problem.
Okay. Everyone look up. This is very similar to what you did, except now we're using a table to get the answer. Okay? By the way, bankers do this all day long. This is what they do.
Sometimes hard. I don't know what's happening now.
So, our very first step is we have to find the periods. Okay? So, we take the periods times the number of years. Okay? So, in this example, there's 2 years. How many periods are there? Quarterly, right? There's 4. Remember doing that? 1 over 4? So we take 4, we multiply it by 2, and we get 8. Okay? That's your very first step. Alright? So however many pay periods there are per year multiplied by the years. Pretty easy so far, right? Okay. The next thing. We're going to take this number, and we need to figure out this number. Okay? So the interest is 6%, and there's 4 periods per year, right? Let me explain what we're doing here. That 0.06 is on an annual basis. We need to break it up quarterly, okay? We need to break it up quarterly because if we take the annual amount, it's the entire year. What if they pay it off early? See what I'm saying? Okay. So we need to take 0.06 divided by 4, which is 0.015, okay? Or we write it out as 1.5%, right? We move the decimal place twice. As far as our answer goes. Okay. Step 1. Quarters multiplied by years, 8, and then 0.06 divided by 4. Now look at the table I just gave you. Go look at 1.5% and 8 and tell me what the number is.
1.5% and what?
1.12649.
This right here, correct? Does everyone see that?
Yeah.
Look at 8 and look at 1.5.
Good job.
Okay? That's this number right here, right? Okay, now I'm going to explain what we do with this number. So when it comes to a table question, you need to use that table to solve it. Okay? Now, going through the steps, we take the principal, the amount that they invested, and we multiply by this number that we found on the table. This tells us the interest. Okay? So once we multiply this out, we get $3,379.47. Then the last step, we take this amount, we subtract it from the original amount, and that's what the interest is. Okay? Do we have it? Do we understand? Okay, one more time. You've got to take the number of periods multiplied by the years to get this number. You need this number to be able to look at the table. Okay? You need that 8, and you need this rate to figure out what that number is. Okay? That's what you're using the table for. Once you get the calculation, aren't you just multiplying once? You're multiplying once, then you're subtracting the original principal amount, and that's giving you your interest. Okay, the next example. This one is a little more complicated, and I'm going to have to show you individually on the calculators how it is that you solve for this one. Okay? It's much more complicated. This is the formula. Okay? I'm going to explain what this means. A is the amount of future value. Okay? That's like what we just solved right here, this right here. Okay? So it's the answer. So if we have an answer, what type of problem is it? Algebra. Right. Principal. That's like this. Okay? It's the amount that you're investing, or it's the amount that you're borrowing. Okay? It's the original amount. Rate. We know what rate is now, right? That's the rate that they're being charged. N. N means the number of payments. Okay? So if you go get a car loan, it's 5 years. How many months are in a year?
12.
Okay, so 5 times 12 is 60, right? You'd have 60 payments. So I'm going to show you in a calculator how it is that we solve this without having to do the exponent. Okay? So our very first step, look at our first step here. Okay? Using this table, or excuse me, using this formula, we don't use the table. Okay? So, this is what we're doing within our problem. Who's reading 2? Plot it, go. Example 2, please. Follow along. Walt. Thank you, sir. Example 2. You don't even read the name, just go beyond it. They always have the craziest names.
They deposited $10,000 into a savings account, paying 6% interest, and compounded monthly. What amount will he have with his account after 5 years? How much compounded interest will he have now?
Okay, do we think this is important?
Yeah.
Don't you want to be running a calculation to compare what banks are offering you?
Yeah.
Which one's a better deal? Which one am I going to make more money in? Right? So that's what this is. So we're trying to figure out what this appreciated amount is. Everyone look up, please. We're trying to figure out this at the end of the day. Okay? We know what this is. P is principal. That's the original amount that they invested. In this case, it's $10,000, right? It told us 6%. So just like here, we took 6% divided by 4. We had to break it up over how often they're paying. Now, this one was quarterly. This one, it said monthly. Okay? So, our very first step, we're going to take 0.06 divided by the periods. It's monthly. Here's our number. Let's go back to this one. This one was quarterly, right? So we took 6% divided by 4. 4 quarters in a year. 12 months in a year. Do you see how the problems are different? Your pay periods are different. It doesn't matter what that is. All that matters is that whatever the problem is asking for is what you solve for. Okay? If we were to put 4 here, we wouldn't get it right. Right? Because it's monthly. So that means they're paying this interest every single month rather than every 3 months. Is that clear? So if you notice, our first step, or taking our rate and dividing it by the periods, Cameron, is exactly the same on both the problems. The only thing you have to do is read the problem and put however many periods it is per year at the bottom. Okay? So we're going to do that. 0.06 divided by 12 is 0.005. That's the very first thing we need to do. In the problem, it said it was 5 years, right? Well, how many months are in a year? Right. So we take 5 years, multiplied by 12, and it's 60. This is the end. This is how many payments there are. Are we clear so far? So we figured out the rate, and we also figured out how many payments there are, right? And it told us $10,000 in the problem. We can figure out the rest. So we write the formula out, okay? This part right here, this dollar and plus, never changes. It's set in the formula. Are we clear? So you're replacing this, this, and this in your solving, okay? And this is how we do it. It's $10,000. A dollar is set. We figured out the interest, right? We take 6% divided by 12. It's 0.005. Take your calculators on your desk, please. Check this. 0.06 divided by 12. And that's everyone, please.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, do we understand where this comes from? Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do this calculation. Does anyone in here know how to do it?
You multiply into it.
Oh, add.
Oh no, you work inside the parentheses first.
Correct. We have to work inside the parentheses first before we can figure out the exponent. But then the exponent is next, right?
Yeah.
Now normally you would do the exponent first, but we can't do the exponent until we solve inside here. So this is what I want you to do. Everyone's calculator. I want you to take 1.00 plus 0.005.
1.005.
Exactly like this. 1.00 plus 0.005.
1.005.
Yes, hang on, you're not done yet. After you do that, you're not hitting equal. Did anyone hit equal?
Oh.
If you did, re-enter it, please. 1.00 plus 0.005. Okay, those with a Casio calculator, Mini Padilla, what do you have, Casio? Okay, you guys hang on, it's a different key, okay? Yes, hang on. Okay, everyone else that doesn't have a Casio calculator, you're pressing this key. Find this key. It's a Y and an X. Press the button, press 60, and press the button again. Right there. Okay? What that key does, it takes the calculation inside the parentheses and it multiplies it by the exponent. Someone tell me what the number is. And we'll get to my Casio people in a minute. Tell me what the number is. So if you want to start again, write 1.00 plus 0.005. Press this key, press 60, press the key again.
1.30, I put it in.
Same thing's on the board, right? Okay, who doesn't have this?
3, 4, 8, 8, 8, 5, 0, 1.
Okay, I'll help you in just a second.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, Casio people, this is your key. Okay? Find that key. Okay? Same thing. You're going to take 1.00 plus 0.005. You're going to press this key, 60, and you're going to press this key again. Okay?
Go to
Katha?
0. Oh, we have to put the.
Katha, no, not right now. Not right. I'm not sorry, not right now. Okay, did everyone come up with this?
I forgot to open this. Sorry.
1.00 plus 0.005. Press this key. Whoops.
That's hard.
It's all it is pressing a key. Oh, where's the cat? The Casio one? I'm trying to remember where. It's this one right here. This? Oops. Yours is set on a wrong thing. I gotta change it.
Mine's like this.
The mode has changed. Okay.
What?
What's that talking about?
Oh, yours is in the wrong mode too. I hate when that happens. So I need to fix some of those. Okay. So once we have this number, it's solved for this inside here. Okay? Then we take this number, we multiply it by 10,000, and it gives us our answer. Okay? So, you know what I would do, since this class seems to be dwindling down? Don't use the Casio, okay? Because it's a different key. Where on the other ones, that key is very, very easy to find, correct? Did anyone not get this number? Raise your hand if you did not get this number.
I got it.
Okay.
I didn't get it.
What did I say about the Casio? Okay?
No te sale.
Oh, right there. Oh, it's in the wrong mode. Yeah, I need to change some of the modes. Okay, so once we have that number, we multiply it by 10,000, okay, and it gives us this number. Our last step's exactly the same. We take what the answer is, subtract it from the original amount, and this is how much the interest is, okay? So this is on the Casio, but the Casio, it's hard to find this key, so just grab another calculator. If you get 0, it means the mode is wrong on the calculator. Let me know and I'll change it, okay? Or just grab another calculator. Notice something. These are scientific calculators, right? It basically did all the work for you, right? So this section isn't that hard as long as you set up the formula correct, okay? remember, this does not change. You got to figure out this. This is in the problem, right? 5 years times 12 is 60. This was the 0.06 divided by 12, so 0.005, and the 10,000 goes right here, okay? You have to solve inside of here first, and then do the exponent. Press the key, the number of payments, press the key again. Once you get this number in the calculator, just hit multiply and times it by 10,000, you're done, okay? Once you get the number, subtract it from the original amount, the $10,000, and this gives you how much interest there was. Okay? Is there any questions? I am going to stretch this lesson out because you guys are doing something new. You need to have practice on it. Yes?
Can I take a picture and start studying at home and you know,
The lecture's going online, and you have a picture of it.
oh yeah.
It's right in front of you. Okay, let's talk about your do now for a minute. Once again, all your calculators on the desk. Do now, okay? All the do now is the very first step, okay? So, an example, 6.25%, we move the decimal place twice, right? This one's 2 years, so we take whatever amount of the years is times 12, right? Because there's 12 months in a year. So there's 24 periods, okay? So we take 0.0625 divided by 24. I'm only concerned about 4 places, okay? So if you get more, round it to the 4th place. Are we clear? There's your rate, there's your years. There's your rate, there's your years. There's your rate, there's your years, okay? So you're converting this to months. So what would this one be in months?
18,
Yes, 12 plus 6, right? What would this one be?
24.
24. What would this one be?
What?
3 years, 36 plus 6, 42.
Yeah.
Okay? 4, just 4 times 12, 48. Okay? So this is getting you used to this first step here. Okay? So get your do now done, turn it in. This is difficult until you learn to do the keystroke. Okay? So, like I said, if you get a 0, just grab another calculator, hand me the calculator so I can change the mode. Okay? Are we good? Do we understand the tables? You got to do 2 things first before you can use the tables, right? Good thing is there's not a lot of questions on this. Okay? When it comes to using the tables, you have to multiply the year, the periods by the years. You need these 2 numbers to go find on the table, right? That table's got the interest at the top, and it's got the amount of the periods on the side. Okay? So obviously you connect those up where they connect up, and that's your number that you're using to multiply. Okay? Are we good? Okay. So you guys are through 13 today, but get the do now done first. Make sure that you get your notes done. You have 1 vocabulary word. Okay? The sheets, just when you're done, staple them so you have them at the back side of your handout. Okay?